YouTube? Welcome to Fred's Full Throttle. Some time has passed, quite a lot of time. I've been seeing a lot of comments wondering where I went, why I haven't been making videos, and if I dropped off the face of the planet. For those of you that have emailed me, commented, and reached out, I really appreciate it. That support and interest means a lot, and it's taken me a lot of time to get back to this point. Here's where I'm at. Last year, almost 9 months ago, was the last that I made a Corvette-specific, car-related video, at least in the traditional sense. I did a few other autocross videos, a few motorcycle videos, but nothing like this, with commentary and some actual thought going into it. For those of you not following along in the world of YouTube, there's been a pretty big series of shakeups in the background with a large number of car-related, and honestly even non-car-related channels. Burnout is real, and I was there. There's a growing number of channels where people are stepping back partially or completely because of the effort to run a YouTube channel just not adding up to be worth the return. I do this for fun and for myself, and had realized that I was losing a significant amount of time in my personal life trying to chase clicks and make money on YouTube. Even though my overall goal was to have fun and to cover my hobbies with cars, is really feeling a lot more drawn out like a giant GM commercial than what Fred likes or what Fred's doing. I had too many things going on in my life and something had to give. However, I've emerged on the other side of a lot of those personal demons and some of those other things, and I had a few spare cycles, so I figured, why not go make a video? Maybe that'll roll into 2 or 3. We'll see. During my time off, I had a lot going on. I had spinal surgery to deal with some pretty serious long-term ongoing back problems. That's helped me a lot, and I'm in a lot less pain now. I left my job of 12.5 years and moved to a new company. My prior job had been incredibly stressful, and I was no longer getting what I wanted out of life, so that needed to change. In the midst of all the job stuff, my wife and I rented a house on Sanibel Island in Florida for a whole month, just to reset and work remotely. It was awesome. I brought my jet ski down, and I spent a lot of time exploring the ocean down there. I saw manatees, dolphins, sharks, and I had a blast exploring the different bays and some of the mangroves. As if I didn't already have enough going on at that time, I got the call about the Z06 from McMulkin days after I gave my notice at my old job. Though I'd already decided not to get the car, there was a small part of me that wondered, what if, when I declined to place the order? To their credit, McMulkin was great, with the refunding my deposit only taking a couple days, and the process was very easy. Even if I'd wanted to have the car, I would have had to decline because making a huge financial decision right in the midst of changing jobs wouldn't have been the smartest move financially. Alright, so that's some of what's been going on in my life, but what about cars? Where does that leave me? Is the C7 the last fun car? Have I given up on fun? Nope, not even a little. In fact, while everything else was going on, I started strategizing on my next moves. However, before I get into all that, I owe it to this channel to talk a little bit about the ZR1. As a previously heavily Corvette-focused channel, I wanted to share my views on the car. What a beast! 1,064 horsepower from a Corvette. But even more impressively, to me at least, is the 828 pound-feet of torque from the 8,000 RPM LT7 engine. Watching the unveil videos, the testing videos, and listening to the engineers who designed and built the car is perhaps even more shocking than the Z06 was when it was unveiled. Some of the engineering figures associated with the car, though, outside of the normal performance and specifications, are even more impressive. Exhaust gases can crest 1900 degrees Fahrenheit, and at full throttle, the exhaust gases coming out of that quad exhaust actually generate 37 pounds of thrust, like a mini jet engine. The fact that the volume of the exhaust coming out is enough to be measurable is amazing. But the car itself, truly amazing. I like the return of the split window, even if it's largely just for heat shedding purposes. I like the more standard looking rear wing with the big aero package. And I like the truly no-nonsense power the car puts down. I'm excited to see one in person, and especially to see one on the track in person. At any price, the car punches above its pedigree, and I believe it will likely dethrone a number of much higher dollar cars for performance numbers. One of the coolest things I've realized is that everyone who owns a Corvette, anyone who has owned one, or had a picture up on their wall as a kid, is a part of that story. Corvette really has become a true aspirational car, and the best part is that there's one for everybody, to fit their interests, their budget, their skill level. That's what makes that ZR1 possible, and I'm truly excited about it. So what about Fred? What about me on the car front? Well, I've been busy, focusing mostly on enjoying life in between work and everything else, and in turn, that has netted me the first real track day in my C7. About a month ago, up at Club Motorsport in Tamworth, New Hampshire, myself and 8 friends all drove up on a perfect day, and we had a blast doing a track day together. Club Motorsports is truly one of the most scenic tracks I've ever been to. Set literally on the side of a mountain, it's new, it's fast, and it's scenic. It was one of the most fun and exciting things I've ever done in a car. I want to make a special note about the C7 Grand Sport though on track. The car was incredible. It punches far above its cost, and I was the weak link in the car. I passed all kinds of cars, like BMWs, GT3s, 911 turbos, and even the odd McLaren. It was so stable, so composed at speed, and it had so much more capability than what I was able to tap into for my first ever real track day. But the track day seed is planted. We're already planning the next one. I'm going to be doing more track days. I'm going to grow, improve, and get better and faster. Look for more track days in the C7 on my channel coming soon. Oh, that group of friends that joined me are part of a private car enthusiast group that I started recently. Upon leaving my old company, I started the group to keep all my car friends in touch so that we could plan and do car-related things. Already it's close to 30 members and it's growing. It's a way to coordinate on doing things together, to meet, to plan, and enjoy our cars, and actually make those things happen. I've also been busy preparing the Hyper for its first track day, which is next weekend. It's been fun working on the bike, and I'm excited to finally get it out on track. Then cue next month. My wife and I are going to spend 2 weeks in the UK, and among the things we're doing is getting a private tour of the Ariel factory, where they make a little something called the Ariel Atom 4. More on that to come. But what about the Lemons car? What happened with that? Well, against all odds, the car is essentially done and finally ready to race. It's taken a lot longer than any of us expected. We're more than 18 months into it. But yesterday, literally yesterday, was the first that it's driven under its own power in more than a decade.
3, 2, go.
What's that?
I don't trust this mirror at all.
You're clear, there's nothing behind you.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it drives! And the first that any of us got to drive it and ride in it. We're finalizing the last few things and are planning to start doing shakedown runs in the car in the next couple of weeks. And we're on track to do the Fall Lemons race at Loudon. Stay tuned. I didn't really have a plan for this video, but I wanted to update and I wanted to thank everyone for their support and let you know that I'm still here, I'm still alive. Here's hoping to get some momentum on making videos again and share all the fun things I've been doing with cars and bikes, and I've got a few things in the works coming up soon. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, Fred out!